All right, welcome to the Foundation Onboarding Program. I'd like to give you a very brief overview of what the program entails, what's going on inside this program within Kajabi, which is where it's been built, as you could probably see. I'm going to take you through some of the videos, the assessments, how we set it up, why we set it up that way, and let's just jump right in. So, my name's Brian Gubernick. I'm with Metrics. You may have landed at this website or on this overview because you saw me talking about our program, because I am so excited and so proud of this foundation onboarding program. Really quickly, this program is exactly what I use on my real estate team that has 40 plus agents on it. We are constantly hiring new agents, bringing them onto the team, and then onboarding them and making certain that they're getting into production quickly. For years and years and years, we'd recruit, but we had no real strategy or system to onboarding our agents. We would bring them in. We had some things, go meet with this person, go do this, go do that, go shadow this person. And so we had some things going, but it was much more of an organized chaos than an organized system of any sort. So a handful of years ago, I decided to invest quite a bit of time and money into building out a solid program. Now, in doing this, what I learned was that unfortunately, while there's some learning management systems out there and there's some cool tools out there, most of them do not apply in the slightest to our industry, specifically to real estate sales teams. So, in getting with my partners at Metrics, Brett Tanner and Jason Abrams, we really started on a mission to put together a program, find a system where you could build it within, and then put together the content and the delivery mechanism to make the program as effective and user-friendly as possible. So here's what we have, and I want to take you through kind of how it's set up and what's going on. So the Foundation Onboarding Program, when you purchase our program, you have unlimited licenses, meaning that every new agent you bring on, you can have a license for indefinitely. So for once you purchase, if you recruit 100 agents or recruit 3 agents, you can have your agents and have them with a login and a user ID using our program that's constantly being updated, mind you. As the industry changes, we're going to always update it. They will have access to it, and you have as many licenses as you'd like. So a new agent gets into the program, and the way we have this set up is we believe there's really 16 core areas of focus where new agents, not necessarily new to the industry, though this is gauged to them, but just new to your team, where they need to spend their time and focus. Now, Jason Abrams, my partner, shot all of these videos. They all last roughly 20 minutes, and they're very focused around those core principles that I'm going to talk around, those core areas of focus. So the way the program works, we have an introduction. So your agent gets a license, jumps into our program, and they start at the very top here at course introduction. So this very first line item here, expectations conversation, this is actually not a video, but if I open it up, you'll see what your agent's going to see. So they open it up, and it's going to prompt them to take action. Whoops. And explain to them, hey, this is your introduction. Here's who we are. Here's what we're doing. Right now, you're about to have an expectations conversation with your team leader. So in this case, if you're watching this video, it's likely you. So you're the team leader. You would sit down with your agent. You would have an expectations conversation. Now, in addition to our program, when we send you access to it, you're going to get all sorts of supplemental detail for you as the team leader and for you to distribute to the agent that's going to be going through the onboarding program if you'd like. So in this particular case, we have a model that we use with my sales team where we have an expectations conversation. Here's what we expect of you, Mr. or Mrs. Agent. Here's what you can expect of us. And so we prompt the agent at the very start of the program to have this conversation with you. Now, what's cool is if you don't want to have this, then just skip it. You don't have to have it. We give you all the content. We give it to you if you want to do it, because we found it to be a very solid practice within our business. And we do a few deals and we've had some success. So I've always figured, as high maintenance as I am, if it's working for my team, it might work for others. But if you don't like it, skip it. Same with this next tab, which is weekly meetings. We have a weekly meeting format, and we discuss it here, just outlining it for your agent. And this is when they'd get with you again, and you have a weekly meeting handout that we'd send you where you can leverage that or leverage whatever format you use. Lastly, in the course introduction area, we have this welcome to the course, which does start the video series. So this first video, I'll play it to you real quick, or play you a snippet of it real quick.
Hi, my name is Jason Abrams, and you and I are going to be spending an awful lot of time together. Before we start, before we jump into it, I want to take a few minutes and I just want to talk. So put all the notes to the side for a second. You don't have to have your notebook ready and all of these things. Let's just chat. I want to take this opportunity to congratulate you. See, you've done something that the vast majority of the human populace will never do. You had a dream, and then you took that dream and then put concrete steps in place, acted on it, got a real estate license, and are now.
So you can see this is Jason pumping up the agent, getting him ready for the course, and he will introduce himself a little bit more later in that video. Once you do this video, you would mark it as complete, shows up as complete, and then you go on to the assessment that follows. So this is an assessment of the welcome to the course video, which seems a little strange, but really the intention here is not so much to test your agent, but to make certain that they're watching the videos and paying attention. So again, I'll show you, here's the very first assessment they're taking. So we're going to start. Jason believes that we're currently living in the blank age of residential real estate. Well, you probably don't have to watch that video to know the answer, but you go through here and answer these questions. Anyhow, you can answer these things wrong. I'm just going to put random answers here. I'm not reading any of these. So, and why are you personally embarking on this journey? Who knows? You can put anything in there. It's for you to read as the team leader. And now you have passed section 1. Now, as the team leader, I can go to the results breakdown if I choose. And I can see, how did they do? Well, I got the first one right, the next 2 wrong. And the last one doesn't really have an answer, but I get to read why the agent is personally embarking on this journey, or why real estate. So it's pretty cool. Once you complete that assessment, you can mark it as complete. And you go on to the very next section, which in this particular area is about your instructor, which is just a write-up, not a video, but just a short biography of Jason and the guy you're going to be spending the next several hours and probably days with as we break this course up. So let's go back to the program, the home of the program here. We've just gone through this course introduction. Now we actually get into the fundamentals. So everything you see here, standards of your day, the lingo of sales, prospecting, those are 3 of the 16 core topics that we're going to discuss for new agents. And we'll have an assessment following all of those. Now, every one of these videos is roughly 20 minutes. It is rather broad and, dare I say, generic, but generic in the sense that it's obviously not going to be branded. So you're going to take whatever you're doing on your sales team and add to whatever Jason's discussing. I'll give you an example. The standards of your day, we all have different standards. So Jason discusses how we all have to have standards of performance and what the day really looks like if you honor them. So this is going to be somewhat broad because I don't know your standards. We don't know your standards. You know your standards, but we're trying to drive home the importance of accountability to your sales agents.
Hi, welcome back. All right, so one of 2 things happened after the last video. Either you're excited about this opportunity or you're scared to death, one of the 2. I'm hoping you're excited, and I really hope that you have an idea of why you're doing this. So let's talk about what this is. You see, the residential real estate business has changed a ton over the last 20 years, and people think and they hear that and they say, wait a second. It hasn't really changed that much. I mean, the reasons people move is the same reasons they've always moved, and they still just find realtors, and we still just find houses and let them in. That's true, but the way that our day...
Let's skip ahead a little bit.
Who out there has ever joined the gym in January? Yeah, all of us. Now, who's ever quit before March? Me, right? I've quit before March. You probably have too, by the way, over the course of your life. Well, why is that? I mean, the gym had the equipment. The gym had the facility. The gym had trainers, had you wanted to plug into them.
So you can see where Jason's probably going here. You guys as team owners, your team's providing the tools, the atmosphere, the environment, but it's the habits, it's the standards that's going to maximize the experience. And so he spends time talking around the standards of the day. You mark this as complete as the agent. You now go to the assessment. And same thing I just showed you before. Again, not so much to gauge their knowledge. The questions are not super challenging. I guess I've already taken this one, but these questions are not super challenging. It's just to make certain that they're in fact watching the videos. We'll go back to the beginning here just so you can see where we're at. Bear with me as our internet is running a little slower than I'd like. Agent can always resume the course. It'll pick right back up. Just wanted to show you. We'd be moving into Lingo of Sales. Now, the reason I went back to Lingo of Sales is because I skipped it and was going back to the beginning. This would be the next spot. So I did the assessment. Now I'm at Lingo of Sales. Now I get a new video. So again, like I was saying, it'll go through all 16. Now, in certain areas, while there's 16 videos, there are some other stopping points, just like there was that holding place for expectations. There are going to be some other stop points within the program where you're able to sit down with your agent and go through your listing presentation. You're able to sit down with your agent and go through your buyer presentation. You'll be able to test them. We have a section where we stop and ask them to take a look at the script book. So I'll go to that right now, study the script book. This is us saying, listen, you've just learned the scripts we use. Jason had a video. You took an assessment. Now you're going to, let me move past this. Mark it as complete. Now I'm going to go on to study the script book. And what you'll see here, I won't open it up because the download will take forever on this internet right now. But you'll see, study the script book. What does practice really look like? Here's what we recommend you do. And here's an actual download of the script book that my team uses, that Metrics Coaching and Training uses. It's a 55 or so page script book that no matter your method of lead generation applies to you as a new agent. So we ask them to pause, study the script book, role play it, and then you see right here, number 3, ask your team leader how they wish for you to continue to develop your sales scripts. You're now on the path to mastery. So there's a download there, and so this is in addition to the downloads that you as the team leader will receive along with the program. Lastly, once they go through all 16 here, now I'm not going to expand it, but you can see if I show more, it's going to have 4 pages of these videos and assessments. Once they complete all that, there's a course wrap-up. Wrap-up's a final video showing the agent what staying focused and knowing your numbers and being accountable looks like. Again, having an assessment to gauge their experience. And now they're off and running. Now, we sell you this program. You get all of the videos, all of the core training principles, the downloads within the program, the downloads that are specific for you to apply if you so desire. We'll also send you a schedule of schedules, I should say, of how our top performing clients, their teams, how they've leveraged this program in terms of scheduling. So not everybody puts their agent, though you could do this, not everybody puts their agent right in front of this program and just says go. The most effective practice I've seen is to put them down in front of the program, but have all sorts of supplemental things throughout the day that complements these videos. For example, I was talking with a team that we're working with just the other day, and what they have in the listing presentation component of this program, they have the agent watch the video and watch Jason do what he does. And then they have them take a practical exam. So they have to role play the listing presentation. They have a practical exam, which, mind you, we send you the practical exam forms that we use. And then they have the agent shadow 2 to 3 listing presentations within that week. So they have to go out with other agents or the team leader and shadow. They have other steps, but that was kind of the crux of the listing presentation component of their training platform, but they're supplementing what it is we're doing. We recommend shadowing. It's not something we're obviously able to introduce into this program if it's not something you want to do. So again, those that use the program best use it as a tool for onboarding. It's kind of a conduit or the basis for all onboarding, and then you could double or triple down on all of these things that we're discussing. So that's really it. I wanted to make a rather short video. If you're interested or you're still on the fence in terms with this program, you do have a 3-day free ride type of opportunity with the program, in that you get to try it out. If you take a test drive, if it's not for you, which it's going to be, because everybody loves this thing, and it is a major assistance in terms of leverage and support. But if for whatever reason you don't like it, we'll give you your money back, no big deal. But like I said, I don't expect that happening too often because the thing is awesome. And I'm not saying that because I'm biased, because I built it. I just know how much leverage it provides the teams that we're working with, and I'm really proud of this particular program. So dive into it. Start using it. If you don't like it after 3 days, call me. We'll straighten it out. If you have more questions or you need to learn more, you can always call us here at Metrics. Contact information is on this site. Really looking forward to seeing you use this program and hearing some great feedback. And we're always looking to improve the program and working with our partners in doing so. So I encourage the feedback. But thank you. Really appreciate your time. See you soon.